Hi, this is Faith, and you are watching The Faith Factor. Holla.
All right, everybody. Holla if you hear me. Holla if you hear me. This is the Faith Factor morning show. How's everybody doing this morning? What I like to do is I like to have a podcast style morning live. So that way you don't have to worry about focusing on your stream. You can just listen to the sound of my voice as you get ready for your day. Get your morning right. Do what you gotta do. I know it's Wednesday. This is hump day for most of us. This is hump day. So we're getting ready to get over this hump. We trying to race our way over to Friday. For all my Monday through Friday workers, we trying to get over this hump this morning. And boy, do I have a talk for you guys. You guys and gals. Now, the title of the video is, I'm nice. Oh yeah, Faith is nice. I like being nice. But don't get that shit twisted though. I'm nice, but don't get it twisted. See, Faith is a reformed asshole. And when I say I'm a reformed asshole, I'm saying that I had to work on myself in order to get to where I am now. And where I am now is not perfect. You see, there'll be people that will try to take you back to where you were because they don't feel you real enough. You ain't real until you cussing a motherfucker out. That's what some people actually really and truly think. And I believe that that's the problem with a lot of our people in the Black community, but it can be even further than that. Because see, since I've been living out here in Phoenix, I've seen some niggerish shit go on in other communities. So this ain't just a Black thing. It's just that they don't air their shit out like we do. What's up, Ken Had in the house? She said, I'm still more asshole than reform, but I'm trying. Ken Had, same here. Same here. I'm still an asshole, but I'm more of a covert asshole. I've learned to kind of, be a little passive aggressive with my assholishness in my old age. So I'm still a work in progress too. I don't want anybody thinking, oh, Faith is a saint. No, Faith ain't. Faith can be messy too. Faith will curse you out too if you push her there. But see, I don't be trying to go there. I really don't. But people will try to put you in that bad space. Let me tell you something about myself. When I first got on here, I know that you guys remember about 2 years ago when I was driving my truck back and forth from Phoenix to California. And I told you that I was struggling with my health. I had extremely high blood pressure. My blood pressure readings were averaging 170 over 100 to 200 over 100. And my doctor said, I do not see how you still walking around here. Because although I felt completely normal, my body had gotten used to being in a constant state of being stressed out. And that's what it'll do. It'll run your blood pressure up. Because you letting people take you from 0 to 10. And that's what I was doing. I was constantly letting people take me off my square. And I'm thinking I cussed them out or I laid hands on them. I'm thinking I'm getting it out. But all I'm doing is I'm allowing this person to take me to a place that I really shouldn't be at in the first place. Can have 116 over 80 is perfect blood pressure. Well, except for that bottom number. That bottom number can come down a little bit. But even that's not that high. Yeah, and see, that's where I had to get Ken Had. Ken Had says people don't bother me too much. But people were bothering me. See, when I'm a sensitive person, I can admit it now. But back in the day, I could never admit my weakness. But my weakness is I cared too much about other people and what they thought. And if somebody pushed my buttons and said something to me that I thought was disrespectful, or I felt embarrassed, I felt like the person embarrassed me, my first instinct would be to fight. Now, if you were standing in front of me, more than likely I would jump on. That's how I was back in the day when I was Baby D. Then as I got older and learned how to use my words, and it took me a long time. Even right now, I struggle with using my words. I struggle with that. I'm not ashamed to admit it's a weakness. Because a lot of times I get stuck and don't know what to say, then I want to beat your ass. That was me. Then recently a situation happened with a family member that I'm not proud of because I didn't use my words and I let people push my buttons. That landed me in jail. Jail is a place that you do not want to end up because you don't know how to control your anger. First of all, lockup is different than jail. When you in lockup, you get a concrete slab. If that, sometimes you get the floor to lay on. And you in there with a whole bunch of different people, different personalities. Some people that's in there need to be in a psych ward, but they do not separate you when you're in regular lockup in the jail. So now imagine somebody like me with an anger problem. I'm trying to get a phone call in the jailhouse and motherfuckers want to hog the phone. True story. I'm in lockup. I'm trying to call my family. I'm trying to get a hold of somebody to get me out. Bitches want to be on the goddamn phone crying because they people don't want to get them out. I got people that want to get me out. I got money to get myself out. I just need the people on the outside to get it. So I'm waiting around for you to wrap up your dumbass conversation, wipe your tears and stop crying so I can use the motherfucking phone. Because when you in lockup, and this is the lockup that I was in, you got one phone in that damn cell. Just one. The one that worked. Now they got another phone in there, but it's always a motherfucking phone that don't work. Ken Has said she understands, she been there. Then you know what I'm talking about. Shit's irritating as fuck. So I'm already in there on an assault charge. Now I got to argue with these other bitches about the goddamn phone. Bitch, when you getting off the goddamn phone? This motherfucker ain't gonna get you out. You just in this bitch. Give me the goddamn phone. And so before you know it, because you got that temper that you ain't never learned how to control, you done made a bad situation even worse. Because you already locked up for beating up somebody. Now you're about to get into it with somebody in the goddamn prison too, before you even go and see the judge. So I'm in there about to take the goddamn phone and knock it upside this bitch's head. Cause she think I'm playing with her about my goddamn phone time. And here come the guards. Now, I don't care how bad of a motherfucker you think you is. But if you a woman, the male prison guards, they gonna treat you and handle you like you a man. And beat the fuck out of you in that bitch if you is causing a disturbance. And then what they do is they throw you in a motherfucking cell by your goddamn self. And they don't check on you. They don't give you nothing to eat. And you ain't got no phone in that motherfucker either. It's no place you want to be. And the reason why I keep telling people this story is because you know the nice faith. It took a minute for me to get here. It took a minute. But when I was by myself, because I got thrown in that motherfucker, I got beat up by the guards and thrown in that motherfucking cell by myself. And then I didn't have a phone. So what I was trying to do, the mission that I was on, trying to get myself out of there as fast as possible, got aborted just that fast. Just that fast. Because of what? Because I had to show a bitch I wasn't playing. So I thought. Ken Has said one girl died alone in her cell when I was there. No joke. Yeah, it's not a joke. And when you in there, you can't let nobody throw you up off your square. If you trying to do something, if you know that you can get out, then you got to play it smart. Now, I could have waited. Eventually, that bitch would have stopped crying. Eventually, she would have had to put that damn phone down. But I was just so ready to get the fuck out of there. I was impatient. I wasn't thinking. I acted without thought or strategy. And so when I was in that cell by myself, I thought about what I did. I thought about what I did to even get in there. You know, part of anger management is managing your emotions. See, some people think it's cool. You think it's a cool thing to see people off of their rockers, just going off all the time. This is cool. This is entertainment. Oh yeah, Ken Hat, I needed that a long time. I did. It gave me time to cool off. It gave me time to regroup. It gave me time to think. And best believe, next time I got around a phone, I wasn't tripping no more. And when I finally got my phone call, I accomplished my mission, got monies transferred how it was supposed to be transferred, and I bounced my ass up out of there. Not before they threw me in the real jail, though. They took me from the lockup to the actual prison. And that was some scary ass shit. Right, Can't Hide. See, this is what I'm getting at. Can't Hide, you are on point. She says, I'm an asshole, but I'm a strategic asshole. And you got to be that way. It doesn't mean that the asshole in you ever goes away. Because best believe there's a lot of shit that I want to say, but I don't. Because strategy-wise, it would not be beneficial if I do. Now, some people, they want you to jump off the porch fast. Because if you jump off the porch fast without thinking, oh, well, then they already done figured out so many different ways that they're going to annihilate you. Because they working from a position of strategy. Because they already know they calm, but you not. That's how you get your ass beat, verbally and physically. And it's about self-preservation at the end of the day. At the end of the day, you don't want the next person knowing what your weaknesses are, and you definitely don't want to jump off that porch too damn fast. Exactly, Can't Hide. The one who angers you controls you. They're in control. You're not. If they can pull your puppet strings, then they know right in the door what buttons to push, what's going to trigger you. You know, I was watching an episode of Cobra Kai. You know, the show that's like the spinoff from the movie Karate Kid with Daniel LaRusso? Well, they made a television series out of that movie. I watched all the way up until I think the 5th season or the 4th season. I think they have to come out with the new season, but they just haven't yet. But it's a really good show. There's a lot of good lessons in this show. There are 3 different dojos. 3. Cobra Kai was resurrected. And you remember that Cobra Kai dojo was that dojo that Daniel had ran into some bad boys back when he was young. But one of those bad boys, he was a reformed asshole. And I kind of relate to him more so than Daniel's son. Because he's a reformed asshole and he resurrected Cobra Kai. But he didn't want Cobra Kai to be the same as it was, where they were bullying other children and all that other nonsense. He wanted Cobra Kai to be a place where kids can come to and they can find their strength, but find it in a way where they are in a place of empowerment. And that's what I'm on. See, with Daniel's son's dojo, he had the Miyagi Do. You know, he's under Mr. Miyagi. And Mr. Miyagi teaches a different type of concept. And that is that you do not strike first. And that your craft is only for defense. And so he taught a lot of defensive movements. He never taught offensive movements. Whereas the other guy, the I forget his name, he's the yellow-haired kid that Daniel's son was fighting in the first Karate Kid. Oh, the new season just came out? Oh yeah, I'm all over that. I love Cobra Kai. But the yellow-haired kid, he teaches offense. And so he tells his students, you got to strike first. If someone is messing with you, you make sure that you let them know that you are not to be trifled with. Yeah, I'm Allison. LaRusso is arrogant. I started not to like his character. They did a real good job of developing these characters in Cobra Kai. But here's the thing. I'm Allison in Wonderland. Daniel teaches defense and the other guy teaches offense. And they come together, they bring their dojos together to take down a common enemy. You need both. There has to be balance. You can't go out into the world being offensive, because that could land you in jail. And you can't wait for people to strike first all the time, because that would make you a victim. Johnny Lawrence, that's his name. Thank you, I'm Allison in Wonderland. Johnny Lawrence. He resurrected Cobra Kai, and then he turned it into, I think, Eagle Strike or something like that. Or I forget, it was something to Eagle. Eagle Claw or something like that. But they needed both different types of teaching. And you have to know when to implement each one. Now with Johnny Lawrence's dojo, Eagle Strike, he taught offense. He taught them strike first, don't be a doormat. That is true. Sometimes you do. That you have to know when to strike first, and you have to know when to lay in wait. Now Daniel's teaching, I'm gonna be honest with you. Oh, excuse me. Now Daniel's teaching of offense to me is pretty cool, because see, I never learned the value of laying in wait. I always thought that it made me look soft to just sit back and wait on somebody. But when Daniel taught his kids, his students, balance, about how things come full circle, and he implemented that movement in karate defense, his students was going around fucking motherfuckers up. They were fucking people up. But the thing about being a defensive fighter, if someone knows the buttons to push, then they know your moves. So when Eagle Strike lost Cobra Kai Karate, there are a few of Daniel's students that were still in Cobra Kai. And one of those students was Johnny's son. And Johnny's son was training with Daniel's son. And he and Daniel fell out, and he ran and he became Cobra Kai. Now, what happens when people knows what buttons to push? Well, they know what your defenses are. So Daniel's former student went to Cobra Kai and told all his secrets, all the weaknesses of his dojo. He told all the weaknesses. So now your opposing side knows what buttons to push. They know what moves you're going to make in a reaction to their offense. So sometimes people will come to you offensively, and they will intentionally throw you off your game because they know what movement you're about to make. Like Kent had said, they are the puppeteer. They're in control. So when Daniel's students were being attacked by bullies from Cobra Kai, because his former student told them all their weaknesses, they were kicking Daniel's student's ass. One boy even became paralyzed temporarily, but he became paralyzed because they knew their moves. You cannot reveal all of your secrets and your weaknesses to everyone, and beware of anyone who thinks they knows your weaknesses. Yes, Cobra Kai is on Netflix. I'm just now seeing the comments. And you can binge watch all 4 seasons. Because I'm telling you, I was stuck to the television like a mofo. I did not know Cobra Kai was going to be this good. But there's a lot of teaching moments in this series. Even better than the movie, The Karate Kid. I think the series is better because they developed all of the characters much better than they did in the movies. And you got to see everybody's point of view. And see, in watching Cobra Kai, I saw even the point of view of all the bad guys. Did you know that everybody thinks that they're doing good? So when Johnny first met Daniel, all he knew was that he saw a guy with his girl, and that Daniel had taken his girl away from him. That's all he knew. He didn't know anything personal about Daniel other than he was this cocky kid that came in and stole his girlfriend. And so he was just trying to fight for his love. And they developed that story in the series. I don't want to give it away because you actually kind of feel sorry for Johnny. But now you know what his thought process was and what he did. Everybody thought that they were right. I can't have that. I know what my son and I will be watching this weekend. But the point I'm trying to make in everything that I said, and I'm going to go back full circle to it. You need to do both. You need to know when to do both. You need to know when to be offensive, and you need to know when to be defensive. A good example. Now, back in the day, Faith didn't have money. Faith used to ride the bus and everything. I was on the bus with my child, And my daughter was a preteen. So a preteen means that they're not a teenager. But my daughter was like 12. But she was filling out. And this nigga on the bus was staring my daughter down and making comments. Now, is that a time to be laying low and being defensive? Or is that a time to get your offensive on? I want y'all to tell me which one. Defensive or offensive? I was offensive than a motherfucker. Because see, when it comes to children, I don't play. Exactly. Gotta get them. You got niggas that will follow your 12-year-old daughter in cars, making lewd remarks about their body parts. And that's when a motherfucker gets to get you. You go on offense. And you let them know that you ain't playing and you are what they call unfuckwittable. On site, exactly. Then you got your more passive aggressive situations. Some motherfucker on YouTube talking shit. Some motherfucker on YouTube in your chat room saying some slick shit. Some motherfucker come on your panel trying to press your buttons and they saying slick shit. It is not that you don't get what they're doing, but they're trying to get a rise out of you, right? They didn't come there for nothing. They're trying to gauge which buttons to push so that they can know more about your weaknesses. So do you go on offense in that situation? Is that a situation where you reveal your weakness? Somebody tell me. Oh yeah, can't hide the keyboard warriors. See, little shit like that will unnecessarily get your juices going, get your blood pressure up there. And now this person done got you go over some little online beefing for entertainment purposes. Do you give them that energy? Or do you just say, oh, get the fuck out of here and walk the fuck away? Not today, Satan. Exactly. Can't Have says put their ass on ice. And that's what you got to do. You have to know when to strike first and when to go with Daniel-san's teaching and lay in wait. Now, absolutely, there are times on YouTube you might have to get in somebody's ass. But if you have laid in wait, if you have not revealed any of your weaknesses, but you have observed your opponent and you have taken note of theirs, then when you strike, the strike will be harder. Exactly. Block and delete. But, you know, sometimes blocking and deleting doesn't work. And sometimes a person will lay in wait on your shit under a different name. And then they'll come back as something else. pulling the wool over your eye, acting as if it's all good, that y'all cool and y'all friends. Yeah, people do be stalking. You got some sick motherfuckers out here. And so when that happens, and you find out who this person is and what they've been on, now you know that it's time to strike. Now you know. Ken Harris says you also have to know who can be a potential enemy, even though they may not have crossed you yet. I agree. But once again, you know, you have to learn all of this. See, a lot of times you will appear to be weak to some people because you lay in wait and you study your enemy before you come out there. You go running out. Or you don't utilize your energy on a person that's not important. See, for me, when I come on here for pleasure, to have fun, to commune with my people, and to make money. Yes, I do want to make money on here. So beefing and fighting with somebody, if it's not making me dollars, it don't make sense to me. If it's running up my blood pressure and got me unnecessarily in a place where I no longer find this to be a pleasurable activity, it doesn't make sense anymore. All right, I'm Allison in Wonderland. Have a good day at work. I'm about to wrap it up in a minute though, y'all. These morning shows are not going to be that long, but I just want to get you all prepared mentally for your day by giving you scenarios like this. And these are real life scenarios that even us in our old age can learn from, because evidently, looking at the people online, some of us really need this. So I don't want nobody saying, oh, Faith, you telling us something we already know. But evidently, some of you motherfuckers don't know from how y'all be acting on it. But I will be the first to tell you, as a reformed asshole, that shit don't work. Exactly, Ken. Don't let people control your mind and actions. You let people take up too much of your time, space, and energy over small things. Well, then what do you have to give to things that are actually important? Now, I get that some people don't have anything else to do with their lives but what's going on here. So this might actually be important to some of you. And if it's like that for you, then I'm not going to knock you for it. But understand and respect the fact that it's not like that for me. See, everybody don't take this shit right here seriously. So the same way you want people to respect you because you take this shit serious, respect me because I got other shit going on besides this. What's up, K Judah? K Judah in the house. I want to say thank you again for being a member. Respect me for my decision not to partake in the bullshit that I see on here. Doesn't mean I'm weak. Doesn't mean I'm scary. it means that I'm not about to be bothered. Don't want to be bothered. But since you like it, I'll support you though. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie and say that I don't go to beef channels and watch everybody else act a fool. And that's just my opinion. I think, it's a circus. But it's entertaining. I'll support you if that's what you want to do. But respect me if I don't. If that's what you want to do, fine. I'll be down there in the audience cheering you on if that's what you really, really want to do. But just because I don't come for me. You see how that works? Respect goes both ways. Now, I see a lot of people on here, especially the women, talking about sovereignty. And you know that this is a channel where I encourage women to be empowered and to be free. I encourage it. I don't look down on a woman that wants to be single. I do not look down on a woman that wants to be a housewife. I don't look down on a woman that wants to be in a polygamous relationship. Sovereignty means that you have the freedom to do whatever the fuck you want to do. Exactly, Ken Had. I can be on your channel and watch you get into the fuckery. I can look from the clouds, but I'm not getting involved in your shit. Don't try to pull me into it. That's what you like to do. That's not what I like to do. Respect that. Sovereignty, bitches. But see, when your freedom to do what you want to do clashes with what they want you to do, because they really want to control you. And see, I can't stand controlling ass motherfuckers that use that abusive, controlling ass language, trying to get you to feel some kind of way because you won't do what they want you to do. Oh, you be acting all scary. Motherfuckers be saying any old thing to you. You won't say nothing. That's that language. Oh, I want you to get turned up in this bitch. I want you to turn up so we can see what you working with, what your wrecking ball skills are. We want you to turn up so we can uncover your weaknesses. Exactly. Put them on ice. Not today, Satan. Now, this works for me. It has gotten me out of a lot of bullshit. It has kept me out of a lot of situations that I would have otherwise utilized my energy unnecessarily. Exactly. I ain't nobody's attack dog. And there are some people that will try to put you in that position. Oh, you gonna let them say that to you? You gonna let them talk to you like that? You gonna let them disrespect so-and-so like that? Oh, I wouldn't take that if I was you. And then they get you all riled up. And like, yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm gonna hit this link. I'm gonna let them have it. And then you have hour-long streams of motherfuckers fighting. And like I said, if that's what you like, because I'm not down to nobody that like that. If that's your thing, I'll be right there in the comment section cheering you on. Do your thing, girl. Do your thing. But I have a problem with you if you try to put me in that situation, knowing I don't get down like that. Now, if I respect what you like to do, respect what I don't like to do. Because see, if you try to push me into a situation that I don't want to be in, I might have to whoop your ass now. And you definitely don't want this verbal ass whoop. Because like I said, Faith nice, but I am a reformed asshole. Got a lot of shit built up inside of here. And you might not want that coming out on you. Exactly, can I? On the internet, how stupid is that? Just click off. But you know what? Some 40, 50, 60-year-old people, this is a hobby for them. So, you know, let them have it. If that's what they like to do, let them have it. If I can't reach out and touch you, what's the point? Precisely. Precisely. It's pointless. Now, myself, Faith is a fighter. Don't get it twisted. Faith is a fighter. And I do have an anger problem. And I've been working on that. I'm currently in anger management and DV classes. So there are buttons that can be pushed here. But I'll be damned if I tell any of you what that is. And if I get my hands on you, I'm trying to put you 6 feet under. I'm trying to choke you out. I'm trying to put my foot on your neck. I'm trying to stick my elbows and knees down your throat. And that's a raging place in my soul that I have had to get under control. Exactly, can have maturity. So now that I'm in a good place, where I have peace, quiet, and serenity, don't take me back there, because the one that do gonna regret it. And it's always the people want to pick on the quiet people, the people that got their peace, their quiet, and their serenity. They want to say some bullshit to take you into a place that you've been before, that you're trying not to go back to. And I refuse. I refuse. I'm different. And I like being different. I took my blood pressure yesterday. I got to take it again this morning. I have one of those blood pressure cuffs. And for the first time in history, my blood pressure is perfect. I'm at 119/75. I have not had blood pressure like this since I was a teenager. And see, I had been doing the walking, I had been taking my medicine, and my blood pressure was never, ever normal. And my doctor asked me one day, "What are you stressed about?" And I said, "What?" I had no idea that stress could damn near send you into a stroke. And I was letting a lot of people stress me unnecessarily. I had to cut some motherfuckers off. Family members poking at me. I had to cut them off. Toxic relationships. I had to cut them off. Kids getting on my nerves. Well, you can't cut your kids off, but I had to limit my exposure. And I had to learn the value of saying no. Fuck no, hell to the 999. I am not an ATM. People sending you cash apps out of nowhere. Don't tell you what they need the money for. They just won't. I had to block people on Cash App. Yes, Ken, has stress is a silent killer. And when I started eliminating all the stressors in my life, even my job, the job that I had was stressing me out. Now what I'm doing now, I enjoy what I'm doing right now. But being in that truck, it was stressing me out. And I told you guys on more than one occasion that truck driving was not a passion of mine. I've said this over and over again. It was something that I did to provide for my children. But now that my children are grown, I don't have to be in the truck anymore. And it was a blessing when I was able to come out. Because now I'm home every day. I'm able to take care of myself. I'm able to focus more on myself. I have more time to do the things I really want to do in life. And all of a sudden, out of all the exercising I was doing, taking my blood pressure medication, when I eliminated all that stress that was on me, I feel free. I feel light. And that was then and only then my blood pressure finally come down to perfect. Perfect. That's right. I Am Pretty Damn Gangster says reveal, remove, and recover. That is exactly right. Yes, some people would love nothing better than to see me sick and damn near dead. But you piss people off the best when they see you smiling, you ain't worried about them, and you living your best life. Not worried about what they think, not worried about what they talking about, but you doing you. I stay doing me now. If I want to be single, guess what? Say Faith gonna be single. If Faith want to be in a relationship, Faith can go out there and get in a relationship. I have no problems getting a mate. If Faith want to have just a carousel of men, I could do that too. It's all about finding your inner chi and working with that. Every day I do my daily affirmations. Once I get off of here with you guys, I will be doing my daily affirmations. I will be reminding myself of the wonderful person that I am today and who I aspire to be in the future, because I never stop growing and I never stop learning. And that's how you all have got to be. Don't wait for anybody else to build you up. You build yourself up. You affirm to yourself. You congratulate yourself on that promotion. You congratulate yourself on being able to get on that treadmill, and instead of walking, you jog today. Or instead of jogging, you ran today. You pat yourself on the back for every achievement, no matter how small. King Nobi, I did. I showed myself last night when I did the video with Commendable K. This is a podcast style stream, so I'm focused on people hearing my voice. Is why I got the music playing in the background. So I want you guys to not have to focus on watching the stream. This is a stream where you could do your laundry, you could be in your car driving, or you could be at work with your headphones on listening. That's the whole point and purpose of this stream. And moderators, if you see bots in here, you have my permission to block the bots, and you'll see them because they'll come in here with some indiscriminate type stuff like this person that just posted right here. I don't need bots on my channel. But at any rate, guys, it's going on 1 hour I've been on here. So if you're just getting in, if you're just listening to the sound of my voice, you missed an entire hour of teaching. Please feel free to go back, listen to the replay. There are some really good lessons that you can learn from the stories that I've told about my personal life. And I utilize myself always so that you can know that I went through it. This is what happened to me, and this is what I learned from it. So you're not going to ever hear me talking about what nobody else did. I'm going to tell you what Faith did. Faith ain't perfect. Faith is pretty much bad sometimes. Faith got a temper. Faith got buttons. But guess what? Faith got self-control. See, you're not in control of faith. Faith is in control of faith. And that's how you got to be. Don't let nobody push your buttons or seek to find out what your weaknesses are so that they can use it against you later. Nobody. And if you have a fitness journey, I just want to say this to all my ladies, my beautiful BBW sisters. Now, while it is true that having a larger body makes it harder for your heart to pump blood throughout your body, no matter if you have a normal blood pressure or not, and you think you're healthy. As you get older and you get in your 40s and your 50s and your 60s, it can become a problem. Some people go on diet and exercise regimens purely for their health, not to lose weight. Try to maintain a resting heartbeat of 65 and under. Right now, I finally went from having a resting heart rate of 88. Now I'm down to a resting heart rate of 74. And I'm trying to get it down to like 60. Because see, if you have a healthy resting heart rate, that means you got stamina. So that means that it will take you longer to go from 0 to 100. But if you're already at 100 and you get to that dangerous heart rate, you're going to have to slow down faster than someone who's at a lower resting heart rate. Someone who's at a lower resting heart rate is going to take them longer to get up there. So they can do things a lot longer than someone who's already got a high resting heart rate. Thank you, Can't Hide. I appreciate all of you as well. So it's about that resting heart rate. It's about that blood pressure reading. Make sure it's within a good zone. They normally say anything under 129. Anything under 129 for the top number. You want to keep that bottom number below 80. You want to make sure that you're treating your body and putting the things in it that the earth requires, because your body is from the earth. So if you know that the earth is made of water, then guess what you got to put in your body? You put water in it. I drink 1.5 gallons of water every day. If the earth is green, then you know you have to eat greens. If the earth has soil, then you know you feed yourself things that come out of the earth. Keep the earth in mind when you are nourishing your body. And with that, I hope that all of you have gotten something positive and empowering out of this morning session. And I will see you again in the next one. Once again, always remember, love yourself, empower yourself, be good to yourself. And with that, I have to say, peace. I'm out of here. Y'all have a good day.